What is the process of getting a mortgage with Movement Mortgage?
If Emilio's team gives me a purchase lead, or any lead for that matter, but a purchase lead in particular, or any of my other referral partners, what happens is I say, Matt, call this person. I call them or they call me. I have a brief 10-minute, try to keep it to 10 minutes for the first conversation, just to get to know each other. I tell them a little bit about myself. Just have that discovery meeting, per se, for about 10 minutes.
So step one is the discovery meeting. The step two is for them to get onto my online application, pending that they have access to internet and stuff. I can always help people that aren't necessarily tech savvy. Upon completion of the Easy app. So step number 3.
Yep, that is my step, which is what I do is I go and I pull your credit.
Okay.
And I get an idea of the credit report. Now, if it's somebody that has a lot of difficulty with the credit report, like as far as their credit score, delinquencies, or something like that, I then immediately get them into the point in the right direction, whether it's tips and tricks that I know personally that I tell them to go and do, whether it's a rapid rescore where I can rescore them to get their score higher so that they do qualify, or if it's really bad, I try to get them in touch with one of our vendors, which is a credit repair company.
What is step number 4 that they should?
Step number 4 is in hopes that we're trying to get you pre-approved, we're trying to get the credit score up, credit pans out. Call back the customer. And this is where I go over the documentation needed. If it's not already uploaded to the site, which is you can upload documents, it has accessibility that way.
Oh, easy.
Makes it easier. But if you can't do that, or you're nervous about it, or it's hard copies and you can't get them into the computer, I go over the documentation list. It says I need, pay stubs, W-2s, tax returns, assets, information, ID, bankruptcy documents, whatever I need to do, I'll figure that out between the discovery meeting and my online application. I'll compile a more specific list of documentation that I need for whatever customer that is pertaining to their financial portfolio. I get my documentation together, which would be a credit report. It would be a breakdown of some loan option A, loan option B, loan option C. I get some documentation that allows me to get some verifications done on their behalf. Put that on a folder. They bring their income documents. I bring my information as far as the education and preparation documents that I have. At that point, then I make the appointment, sit down, get their documentation. They get mine. At that point, they make the decision that whether or not I've earned their they want to hire me as their loan officer to do the job, just like they want to hire you to sell their house or help them buy the house. And at that point, I submit the whole loan, everything that I have, the loan product, the documentation, their identification information, their asset information, to the underwriter. And the underwriter, without having a property in mind, fully approves and upfront underwrites the income, the credit, and the assets. And it doesn't matter what house that you buy, those income, credit, and asset information doesn't change. Now we've gotten the underwriter out of the way. Now the realtor can go full force into finding the house, sign the purchase and sales agreement, put a full faith and confidence deposit down. Be willing to pay for the home inspection, the appraisal, without knowing that they're going to lose financing due to income, credit, or assets. And now, at that point, all I need is a clear title, an appropriate appraisal, and a homeowner's insurance policy, and we're in business.